one set to milk them all and in the darkness bind them. Sauron and Smaug is going to find you, and you're going to give them both your soul and your gold.
Okay, we're here today to talk to you a bit about Tales of Middle-earth, which will be Magic the Gathering's Lord of the Rings set. And it is coming in Q3 of 2023. So that will be July, August, or September. And if you're a true fan of Lord of the Rings, you will notice that both Frodo and Bilbo, their birthday is on the 22nd of September, which is coincidentally also a Friday. So maybe, that would be my best guess, it is coming out September the 22nd, so we can have our pre-release or release that day. This set will be a set that goes directly into Modern. So what does that mean? That means that it will be legal to play in Modern, Commander, and Historic. We do also know that we will have a set coming out for Alchemy on Arena, so there will be loads of opportunities to play it online as well. We will also get 4 Commander decks and some additional secret layers, so they are really going all out. It will be a draftable experience, so we know we will have a draft box, but I am just making a guess here, but I'm pretty sure we will also see set boxes and collector boxes for this particular set. We are going to have a look at some of the characters that will be in the set, and there's nothing released quite yet. We know that we will have Frodo because we've seen some art with him holding the One Ring. We know that we will see the Balrog and Gandalf because that's also a piece of the art. Gandalf and the Shire has also been spoiled. And then they spoiled a very large piece of art, which are 18 cards that together will be showing or displaying the Battle of Pelennor Fields outside of Minas Tirith.
Wow, that sounds really promising. And I'm excited about this set, but I'm also a bit skeptical because who is this set actually for? It's not standard legal, even though you can draft it. So this is way to target draft players and get, their money. And also reviving Lord of the Rings at this point. Of course, we have the TV series that has just been released and come out, even though it has not been that critically acclaimed. But what we are actually targeting here is the original Lord of the Rings movie. And the first Lord of the Rings movie was released in 2003. That means that we are actually seeing Wizards of the Coast targeting maybe a bit more mature players. It's not
such as
new
ourselves.
players, but yes, such as ourselves. You're targeting players that has been in the Magic the Gathering franchise for 20 plus years. And these players are also the players that are actually spending a lot of money to buy Magic the Gathering products. So I'm hoping that this set is going to be good and not just being a bait and switch, which I could dread and fear a little bit. But hopefully my fears are going to be disproven, and we're going to have a lot of fun with a great set in a high fantasy world that's going to be so nostalgic for all of us old peeps.
I also think it's worth mentioning that this set is actually in collaboration with Middle-earth Enterprises that have all the copyright to Tolkien's work and Middle-earth and Lord of the Rings. And as far as I know, they are very strict about how this IP is used. And I think, just to counter your point actually, I think if you have a look at the Warhammer, here's someone who has a brand and an IP that they want to protect, but also collaborate. If we see something similar, Wizards tried their damn hardest to make sure that they made a superb product, and those Warhammer decks are really and truly great. I don't think that the company owning the rights to all Tolkien's materials would allow it any differently. So I do think they put it in their A game, and I do think we're getting a really good set. But I also think that they want to target old people like us, because we have somewhat higher discretionary spending.
It is going to be this high fantasy world that we all love, and I think it's going to take us back both to the roots of Magic the Gathering and also back to the Lord of the Rings original movies. And I think this is a really powerful way to invoke all these nostalgic feelings and make a lot of people want to buy this product. Also, you're going to have a lot of different platforms on which you can spend your money, because you're going to both be able to buy commander decks, you're going to be able to buy draft boxes, maybe set boxes, and maybe collector boxes for those that just want this gorgeous art. One thing that Wizards is actually delivering every bloody time is the art side. We have not seen ugly cards, and I think these cards are going to be great and gorgeous. So Tales of Middle-earth is going to tap into what we really love about Magic. We're going to see some beloved characters and some really beloved creature types.
I went sneaking around because sometimes you may stumble upon some interesting information, and I did. If you go look at Ultra Pro's webpage, you can actually see what characters will be featured on some of the products, and it's both for deck boxes, sleeves, playmats, all of these things, but it does give us an indication of what characters we will be seeing in this Tales of Middle-earth set. Check out the screen and you can see some of the things that you can order already from Ultra Pro.
So if you look at the sleeves, you're going to see that they are featuring Frodo, Eowyn, Galadriel, Sauron, Aragorn and Gandalf. That are some of the key characters. And also if you look at the playmat, you are going to see playmats featuring Legolas and Gimli, and a playmat featuring Frodo and Gollum. Also there are playmats featuring Treebeard, Arwen, the Balrog, Mount Doom, Smeagol, Tom Bombadil, Frodo, and the borderless scene with all these 18 art cards.
Exactly. So you have a lot of different stuff here, and you're going to be able to see a lot of your favorite characters. And we also want to have just a little guess to what kind of, creature types and what kind of things, mechanics we might see in Tales of Middle-earth. So if you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more videos like it. But let's hear more about the characters from Lord of the Rings.
A lot of beloved characters, and these characters are of course going to be translated into game mechanics in Magic the Gathering. What colors are these heroes going to be? If we take Frodo for instance, we can see that traditionally halflings have been either green or white, and in really rare cases they have been black. But I think Frodo is going to be a green-white halfling creature type, and of course he's going to be legendary. Also, we know that there are going to be elves, and I think we're going to see green elves, maybe green-white elves, and maybe even green-black elves in the Golgari color scheme, but that remains to be seen. And also in the art scene, you can see some Riders of Rohan, so I think we're going to see knights also. And these knights might be white or white-green, maybe even white-red.
But I also think we might speculate a little bit about some of the mechanics. I think legendaries will matter in some way, shape or form, because we have so many characters that some of them will have to be legendary because they simply are. I think we will see something like historic, like we had in Dominaria, and in some ways Dominaria has the same sort of feel to it as the whole Middle-earth setting. So maybe something like historic and sagas. Sagas by nature are narrative stories, and this is taken straight from the Lord of the Rings, from Tolkien's amazing books. Thematically and also in terms of flavor, it will fit really, really well. I'm hoping to see that.
That is going to be great. Also, you're going to be able to incorporate all these side stories and prequels, for instance The Hobbit, into the Tales of the Middle-earth, if you're using the sagas. So I think that might be a really nice way.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, if they haven't done that, that is a complete slip of the ball.
Missed opportunity, Wizards. We have
missed
to see
opportunity.
That. But another thing is, what do you think about all the artifacts? Because we do have a lot of very, well-known artifacts or objects within Lord of the Rings.
I think this is going to be really great. You're going to be able to have so many artifacts. Of course, the One Ring is an obvious one that needs to be an artifact, and also Aldril, Flame of the West, could be a great sword artifact. We know that Frodo has the sword Sting, that could also be a great artifact. And there's also this Mithril chainmail that could be a nice equipment.
The Light of the Stars that Galadriel hands off to Sam in his darkest hour, which he uses to fight. I think that would be very thematical, and I would love to see, Wizards take on all of these objects. What did they do? How did they sort of incorporate that feel of Middle-earth and Lord of the Rings into the game mechanics?
And last little game piece, I hope they're doing some great lands.
Yeah.
We need to see Rivendell, we need to see the Shire, we need to see Tower of Sauron, but also the Tower of Saruman.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Mount Doom, the whole scenario.
There are so many iconic places in Middle-earth that needs to have some land cards interpreted onto them. All these beloved places as land cards. I think that would be some really collectible cards also to hold on to.
Please do let us know. I would love to discuss with you down in the comment section. What do you think we'll be seeing? What sort of mechanics, cards, what creature types will they be translated into? Please do leave a comment so we can discuss it down below. And if you want to know more about all the sets coming out in 2023, please go have a look at this video up here. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah. See you next time.